So yeah, I'm just getting up in the morning. I want to first say thank God for allowing me to get up, take my kids to school, people I love. Today are up, contributing to the world, and I am blessed for that. So today is, I've been pondering upon this video because it is very, very emotional to me, but I'm gonna get through it and I'm not gonna cry. That's the main thing. I'm not gonna cry on the video. I might cry when it's over. So I chose to do my video today. Haven't posted in a while, but I chose to do my video today about my best friend. My best friend, Khadijah Hobbs. I truly, truly, truly miss her. So her birthday will be, I made this video 2 days. I'm making this video today is the 9th, and her birthday is on 9/11. So I'm making this video because her birthday, her death day, mostly every day for me, but those days are harder than most days. That's what I can say, if that's harder than most days. So I always take off on her birthday and just try to do something that she would have done, we would have done, and just remember her in a positive light, so I won't be so sad because she wouldn't want me to be sad. So this video I'm making to help anybody deal with death and dying, and somebody that's close to you, how to deal. I can't tell nobody how to deal, but I can just go through the process of how I'm dealing with it. So first I wanted to talk about celebrating her life. So she was born, she would have been she was 33 when she died 6 years ago. So on the 11th, I'm good at math, but I'm like on the 11th, she would have been like 39. Yeah, she would have been, no, yeah, she would have been, no, she's older than me. She would have been 40. Because I'm about to be 40. I'm 39. She was older than me. Yeah, she would have been 40 on 9/11. So big up to her 40th birthday. We about to celebrate. So this is how I'm celebrating her, remembering her all the time. So I met Khadijah Hobbs. We met, I have a picture of her. I have a picture of her. This is my best friend. This is one of many pictures. She used to love to take pictures. Even before, when we had the Polaroid, she used to make me take pictures of her, go in and change outfits, come back out, and I would take thousands of pictures of her, but I loved every minute of it. So I met her through our other best friend, Rashida, and I knew Rashida since I was in 3rd grade. I moved back to New Jersey from living in Atlanta for a while. Most of my, all of middle school, a little bit of elementary, and then I moved back to New Jersey. And beginning of high school. So Khadijah and Rashida were already friends. Rashida was like, I want you to meet this person, you know, because Rashida didn't go to school. She homeschooled, but me and Khadijah went to, I call her DG for short. We went to high school, Atlantic City High School. Shout out to Atlantic City High School. So we went there, and when we first met each other, you know, she told us about each other, but we was just like, we walked past her, hey, how you doing, hey, and that was it. Like, and it happened like that for a minute, and we never really conversated. But I don't know, I guess we all just started hanging around each other more, and it just automatically, the energy automatically was there. So we've been friends since high school, 9th grade, and it's like a friendship, a sisterhood from the beginning. We never like had no arguments. We never had no beefs. She was just, her heart, like if you knew her and you knew, her heart was amazing. Her heart was amazing. If she loved you and cared for you. I remember one time I was in Latin class, and like she wanted the best for you her way. She was a Virgo, her way, and I always just ran with it because I knew in her heart she wanted the best for me, you know what I'm saying, no matter what. And I was in Latin class, and I remember we was watching a movie because we didn't do shit in that class, excuse my language, but we was watching a movie, and knock on the door, she coming in, somebody hands, she tells somebody to hand me this, and I guess that's why I'm so adamant about my skincare now. You know, teenager, you had acne or whatever, and she was the first person to introduce me into black soap because that is what she brought in the class. She told somebody to give me some black soap. What's the name of the Ambi? I think it's Ambi. I think it's the Ambi, the product line. That's what she told them to give me. So I'm like in class, okay. So I every time I see black soap or I buy black soap, I thank her, because that was like, we're in high school. Who's thinking about, oh, I'm gonna think about this and give this to a lady and hand her some black Khadijah Hobbs. So that's how she was. She would always, you know, she wouldn't tell you, girl, you need some of your acne. She's going to get the stuff to make you do what you need to do, because she was on point. She knew what she had to do. And that's how our relationship, we was just joyful, laughing all the time. We loved being teenagers. We had fun. We were both like teenage moms through high school, but we still had fun. We took care of our business. We always had a job. She was the first one with a car, so we always had, or her sister, we always had vehicles. We had a good I grew up in the 90s. Shout out to the 90s. It's the best time to grow up. So we had fun. It was back in the day, like TLC, Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu was popping. We loved music. We definitely loved music. Erykah Badu is one of our CDs we would always listen to. So we always, because we were known, we were I was Muslim. I'm Muslim, and my other girlfriend was Muslim, Rashida, but Khadijah, they was Rasta. So she had her dress was all up in a bun, like a big bun, and her dress was long. Long. One time she tricked me. She said, come over and help me wash my hair. And I said, okay. Man, when I tell you that whole tub, the tub was filled with dreads. That's how long her dreads were. And I never washed dreads. I don't think that was my first time ever like touching some dreadlocks. And man, that water in them dreads, it was like picking up. I said, oh, okay, never again. But they were beautiful. I love them. So you know, she was the first person to introduce me into, because her family are vegan, and I remember she made me the bomb bomb ass veggie burger. Like, I was like, ooh, this is good. And we used to go to the store and get subs, whole vegetable subs, stir fried vegetable, and them subs, well, in Atlantic City, them subs and that bread combined, banging. So we definitely had fun times. She was amazing as a friend. I remember as a sister, because she's not just a friend to me, she's like a sister, but we don't have the same blood running through our body, but it's like we should have, because it's nothing that I would not have done for her, and vice versa. And she one time I was pregnant with my son Yamin, and I was like due. I know I was like almost due, or maybe some months or whatever. No, it was like I was out there, I was due, and I was like, I had no money, I had nothing for him, nothing. Like, I don't even think I had like a t-shirt or anything. And I called her up and I was crying, and I was like, oh, I don't have nothing. I was going through a lot, and I was like, I don't have nothing. And she came over and she took me to, I think, Kmart. That's where we went to, Kmart. And she brought me a car seat. She brought me onesies and everything. And she also, my nephew, because she had everything. She also, I'm sorry, let me turn this on. She also gave me everything from my nephew. She had the crib, the changing table, the stroller. He had like the whole Oshkosh jean set. It was like, she had that from when she had him. And mind you, Yamin and him maybe 3 or 4 years apart, so she still had that. And when I tell you, the day after, we had the whole room was set up with stuff. I mean, we had onesies and blankets and everything. She brought me everything, and I just cried, and I was like, you know, what did I do to deserve this person in my life? She's amazing. And that's just one of the many of things she has done for me, but also has enlightened me and schooled me. I've learned so much from her, as far as how to handle her finances. She was like awesome with that, and I was like horrible with that. You know what I'm saying? How to be respected as a woman. She was like awesome at that. Like, she ain't take no junk from nobody. She was all about that paper. She was all about her money, but she was also giving. Her heart was just amazingly open and receiving, you know. And then she was beautiful to look at her, you know, outside and inside. When you have somebody like that, it's just nobody can compare. But I don't want nobody to compare. So on the day, like a week before she passed, we will always, each year I would always go see her, or she would come see me. It was like I was good, because I had moved to New Jersey. I moved to North Carolina in 2002, like 2002. I moved like the end of 2002, and I moved to North Carolina, and she was like, don't ever come back. Why come back, you know? And I was like, well, I miss you, and I miss my grandma. And she was like, no, I'm always come and visit, you know. And we kept that promise. We always came and visit each other once a year. My nephew would come down for the summertime sometimes, and, you know, spend some time with me. So I always enjoyed that, and I was always honored, you know, for her to come do that. So the one, I had talked to her like maybe a Thursday on the 3rd or something like that, and February the 3rd. And then I called her and we talked. She worked nights time, and we talked for like an hour and a half. I remember it. I remember talking to her. I can hear our conversation right now in my head. And we talked about some things, but I was calling to tell her I was going to be down as soon as I get my income tax, because I had to do something for my son. And I was going to ask her, could she do it for me? But something in my head said no. And when she picked up the phone, I was like, hey, what you doing? She was like, I just slept my whole day away. And she was like, I'm tired. And she never, you know, I was like, you know, I joked with her. I said, girl, what you doing? You pregnant? She's like, girl, no. You know what I'm saying? We joked and laughed. And then I went on to venting about shit for me. And she listened. And that's the main thing. She will always listen to you. She will always listen to me. And she listened to me. And then we talked for a while. We laughed. We talked about a couple of other things. And then I hung up the phone. So then when I got to work, I Facebook messaged her, and I was just like, I cannot wait to come up there, chill with you, you know, go to your room, pick out some clothes, eat some food. We always went out. We always, you know, and I know I said I hate to sound so mushy, because she wasn't mushy. I'm the crybaby all the time. And she was like, she wrote me back and she said, laugh out loud at mushy. But as soon as I sent the text, tears started coming down my eyes, like real tears. And I was like, what? You know, I didn't know. I just thought it was me because I'm a crybaby. But my soul was getting me prepared for what was going to happen the following week. So, but, you know, I didn't know. I was just like, I'm just crying because I miss her a lot. But I never did that before. I mean, I missed her before, but I never cried. You know what I'm saying? After sending a text to her. So, you know, now that I look back at it, and I remember the day it happened, and I was just like, I can remember me getting on a plane. I can remember me calling. I can remember me running through the house. When her sister called me, I can remember looking on Facebook when her sister was like, my sister's in the hospital, can somebody pray for her? And I was like, hold up, she only got one sister, and that's my best friend, so what the hell? So I immediately called her phone and went to voicemail. Immediately called her again and went to voicemail. I think I called her sister, I don't know. And then I called her mom, I think, and I called the house and nobody was answering. So I'm at work and I'm like, something's not right. And I remember me and my boss, we went out to eat lunch, and I was just like, something's not right with my best friend, something's not right. So I waited all the way till when I got home though, and called her sister, and I was just like, what's going on? And she told me some things, and then I just immediately started crying. And then we was just gonna, me and my other girlfriend Rashida, because she lives in Georgia, we packed up. We went, by the time we got settled, I ended up calling her because we was just gonna get a plane. We got a plane to go up just because she was in the hospital. And then as soon as that happened, then her sister called me. I remember it was 12:05 in the morning. You know, when you get them calls, them early in the morning calls, you already know it's something. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, nowadays it's kind of like people call you whenever, but if they call you at 12:05 in the morning, and her sister didn't even say anything. She was like, lit, and I was done. So we already had our plane tickets, so I already just went up there. And it was hard because I was by myself on a plane. And I remember I went to the bathroom before I got on the plane, and I just was crying. And this white lady, she came up to me, and she was just like, she just hugged me. And I was like, I'm okay. She didn't even know what was going on. She just hugged me. And so I said I wasn't gonna cry. That's what I said. So can you give me a minute? Okay, so I'm back. I had to take a little break back from that. I'm sorry. because I said I was gonna cry because I'm a G. So I just remember the whole ride up there, plane ride up there, coming back, everything, the whole event. It's like it plays in your head, to me, especially on that day. It plays in my head. Like the whole months before then kind of plays in my head about what I said to her, what we talked about, things she did. I'm like, so when I came back, I was a little bit in shock. I was in shock for a long time. I was in shock, like, no, you know, I like knew she wasn't here no more, but I was like, no, you know, I lived in New Jersey. I mean, I lived in North Carolina. She was in New Jersey. I'm like, she just in New Jersey chilling. But no, you know, her physical form wasn't here, but definitely that spiritual form, that spirit, if you believe in energies and spirits, it was around a lot of times. It's still around a lot of times. So, you know, I remember my dealings with it, how I dealt with it, and I'm dealing with it because I'm still like trying to deal with this situation, because this is life. This is life. Death is a part of life. We are gonna have these situations. I deal with death at working a lot, and I'm trying to process it. Like this is gonna happen to me, and somebody's gonna have to, you know, process. People that love me is gonna have to figure out a way to process it and deal with it. And I just wanted to put this video out here to tell people it is a way to process through the pain and find understanding through this is what's supposed to happen. My best friend, she lived her best life, and she was just like so joyful, so spiritual. She was a giving person. She lived those 33 years. She lived and she was humble, and she wasn't prideful. She was just respectful to her mom, to, you know, her queen Nzinga. She was very respectful to her. She was very respectful to friends. She had abundance of people that loved her, and you know, to this day we still like, it's no one like her. Nobody. So it's just, I'm just blessed to have met this person, and for my best friend Rashida introducing me to her, and we became best friends. And so I speak on her birthday because I want anybody that's going through a loss of a friend or sister or mother or child, because it was different dynamics in everybody's situation. Sometimes I would call up her sister and I'm crying, and she's like, you gotta handle it, like she's being strong. Even her son, I would text him and just like, I love you, and he'd be like, are you okay? That's how much she is instilled in him. Like, he's so strong. So I just be like, oh, we gotta be strong, because this was supposed to happen. It's sad that it is, but it was supposed to happen. Supposed to, I'm saying it right, happen. And I just lived through her memories, and I live and I've learned through her. I'm not angry no more. I was angry at a lot of people. I was angry at myself for not knowing. I'm like, what kind of best friend are you? You don't know that your best friend is sick, you know? Like, that's the type of things that I was dealing with. But I feel like she knew not to tell me, because she knew I've been on that first, packed up the kids, everything, would have been gone, honey. I would have been back to New Jersey, honey. So I would have been gone. So, and she looked out for a lot of people. She didn't even want people to worry about her. That's how her heart was. She was like, I'm good. y'all worry about yourself. Y'all, I want y'all to be good. And that's how she always was. Just like she came and brought me that black. So she wanted my skin to be good. So she always worried about everybody else. And she was like, I don't want nobody worried about me because I'm good. I know what I'm doing. So I just take that and I listen to her. I still listen to her to this day. I made her get a Facebook page because she was organized. She was like, I want my pictures to be this way. And I'm like, just get it. And from that day on, she couldn't get off of it. But I go back and I look at it constantly. I would never delete my Facebook page because I look at it, some of the stuff she said, the messages, just everything. I'm like, oh, okay. Thank you. I needed that today. Thank you. I listened to her. So, and I could just hear her voice in my head. And I'm just like, she's always with me. So that's what I take from this. I'm just like on my constant journey of healing and understanding and knowing that God is in control of all, and he does everything for a purpose and a reason. And it might not be for my understanding, but it is a reason why, and we all have to go through this. So I just want everybody to know that it is you can make some happiness out of pain, you know what I'm saying? And it's okay to cry, because I cried. Can't nobody tell me I can't cry today, tomorrow. You know, I miss this person. I miss her energy. I miss hearing her voice. I miss doing things. I think about what if, you know what I'm saying? I think about a lot of things because I know we would have still been friends. There wasn't nothing that could have broken that bond, that sisterhood. We was sisters forever, you know what I'm saying? So I just think about that, and then I started concentrating on pouring my love into the people that I still have here. And I have amazing sisters and friends that help me deal, my family helped me deal with this, my kids, my ex, he used to help me deal with it a lot, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like a lot of people still, like, they didn't know her personally, but they know, they felt her through me, and they're like, I'm with you, I'm there, you know what I'm saying? And I thank y'all for that, because it was a hard journey. I was mean at sometimes. I was really mean. I'm sorry. So I just wanted to say this to anybody that's dealing with death of somebody that they really love and care about, that it is a light at the end of the tunnel, and you got to figure that out for yourself, what will help you. Mine is just starting to self-love myself, because that was the most important thing that she wanted from me, to know that I'm a queen, because she knew she was a queen. She already knew that. She knew she was a queen, so she just wanted me to know and figure it out. And I think she would be proud of me now. I figured she was already proud of me. She just wanted me to know. So I am about to be done with this video, because I want to say happy 40th freaking birthday to you, Khadijah Hobbs. I'm gonna celebrate it with putting this video out and just relaxing. Probably I'm definitely gonna call our circle, and we probably gonna send things about you all day and laugh and stuff like that. And just know that your family is out here doing their thing, doing what you instilled in them, and we're making stuff work, and we're living life. And I know that's what you want to do. I love you always. I miss you. Peace.